everyone, this is Misha from Made Up Research, and today we're going to be looking at some new drugstore launches. I was at Rossmann the other day and there was so much new stuff, I couldn't even tell where to look first. So before, Essence and Catrice do their usual spring drops, I have some new stuff from other brands as well. We have NYX, we have L'Oreal, we have some Kiko discounted stuff as well. Because we finally have Kiko in Czech Republic. Finally. So today we're just going to go ahead and try out all of these products. Now first I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer in a stick. I'm not even sure I talked about this on camera, but I do love this primer in its original form, and this is a stick version that is supposed to do essentially the same thing. It is quite smoothing and it really makes your makeup last nicely. The stick is a little bit drier, of course, than the liquid version or the gel version, but I still really like it. And it's a bit more convenient and also travel friendly since it's not technically a liquid. So there we go. I feel like it's a little bit more mattifying too, which I don't mind. So now I'm just going to go in with the Trended Up Flawless Touch Foundation Stick. I think I have used this on camera before, but I think we should just put on something lightweight to use all the other products on. Now for the actually new stuff. I do have the new Maybelline Lifter Serum Concealer, full coverage Serum Concealer. I have the shade 15. This was the lightest they had, and it still doesn't really feel light enough to me. But what is interesting about it is the applicator. It is this little stubby guy. I've never seen anything like that. But yeah, it does pick up a lot of product, so I kind of have to clean it off in the cap. And we're gonna go in just on the usual places where I would go. You can kind of see by the way it's pressed that this is gonna be really high coverage. So I'm gonna take a brush for this because I do prefer using a brush on really high coverage concealers. Oh, the shade seems pretty okay actually. I only used it a couple times, but so far I really like it on the face. I'm not sure how I feel about the under eyes. Maybe I'm just not used to so much high coverage under my eyes. It doesn't look half bad. And texture-wise, it's very creamy. It doesn't really drag. It just blends really nicely. And overall, I feel like it looks and feels really good. It's almost like the creamy Shape Tape, but a little bit more hydrating in my opinion. So we'll see. I have to keep using it a little bit more. Next, I have my first Kiko item. This is all from their Snow-Kissed Holiday collection, which was, of course, a Christmassy collection. But I do have their Setting Powder Duo. And you probably already know what that means. It is one of those where you have a pressed powder in the cap. Oh, that is so cute. And then you have a loose powder on the bottom. So I'm going to be using both of these. Funnily enough, you also get a brush with this, which I was kind of surprised by. It's shedding a little bit, but it's actually pretty soft. It feels quite nice. We can try that as well. First, I'm going to take a powder puff and I'm going to use the pressed powder to set my under eyes, because that is what I would normally do. My God, it smells so good. And maybe the T-zone as well. I feel like the powder is a little white. I'm not putting on a lot. I always tap it off on my hand, but it does seem to be pretty light. I look a little ghastly. That's fine. Next, we have a cream blush. This is also a holiday collection. This is the Catrice HollyGlazing Liquid Blush in the shade Blushing Through. It is very cute. It's supposed to be a little charm. And this shade specifically did just seem really cute to me. Like a nice everyday coral peachy, shade. Really nice. It's very pigmented, but also really nice and smooth. It doesn't look patchy one bit. And this color specifically reminds me of one of my favorite Made by Mitchell blushes. And also the shade Bliss from Rare Beauty, which, yeah, I think it's a great dupe. I might have to compare these two. So now I'm going to take the loose powder and I'm going to leave a little bit of a tacky finish right here because I'm going to be using a liquid highlighter, or more like a stick highlighter. Yeah, I'm gonna try the powder brush. Oh my gosh. It is a little bit more matte than I'm usually used to, but overall I don't mind it. It does look a little too white though. Yeah, feels fine. I don't like when I'm left sticky after powdering my face, so this feels really good. The brush also surprisingly nice. The powder overall, I like it. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to apply the stick highlighter. This is the NYX Buttermelt Stick Glow Boosting Stick. And I have to admit to you, I did see this online and I thought, oh my god, that is like 100 times prettier than I thought it's gonna be. So I had to get it. This is what it looks like. It's like very sparkly in the most like multi-dimensional sense. I don't even know if you can see that on the camera, probably not. But I'm just gonna apply it straight from the tube. It is so pretty. Just have to like blend it in a little bit. But it looks like it didn't disrupt anything on my face. It does feel like a cream highlighter, but it doesn't feel too heavy. Like sometimes you can feel them on your face quite a lot. Really convenient. Again, a good stick is always a travel hack. All right, now we do have some lip stuff to try. So I'm gonna go in with the NYX Lip Lingerie in the shade Naughty Nude. These have been also like everywhere online. I'm going to probably like remove the powder from my lips because I don't want to clog the pen. And you should store these upside down so that the tip is always like flooded with the product. I did not really store it upside down, so it is like a really nice warm tone nude. They only had 4 shades and I wasn't really sure which one to pick, so I picked the one that was the most sold out pretty much. It is like a lip stain liner, so it's supposed to line your lips and then like stain them so you don't have to keep relining it. It is really precise. I wasn't expecting this much of a precision from this kind of tip. It feels almost too precise. Now, one thing the tip is not very good at is like coloring in some larger areas, but overall I quite like it. I've been using these like staining liners for years now, so I kind of knew what I was getting myself into, but I think I like that. I think it looks really cute. Now, because I have 2 lip products, I'm actually going to put in this one now because it's also like a stain. This is the new L'Oreal Hyaluron Tint Lip Stain Serum. I have the shade Worth It Medium. And yeah, hydrating lip stain basically. Everyone does them now. But I do feel like these could be really good because L'Oreal has like a really good lip product technology in general. Like they usually nail their lip products. So I was just curious. Also, the shade kind of matches the liner. I really like the applicator because you have like the large surface area, but then you also have this little tip, so you can be as precise as you want. Cute. I like that. That's the lip for now. I also have a gloss that I want to come back to. I'm just gonna quickly comb some brow gel through my eyebrows. I'm not sure how the eye lip cheek situation is gonna really be matching, but we'll see, I guess. Now for my eyes, I have many different things, but the main one is this, the Kiko, again, Snow-Kissed Holiday Mountain Twins eyeshadow. This one is in the shade Berry Besties, and it's this teeny tiny, packaging, duo palette. Look at how gorgeous this is. It looks like it's frosted. Oh my gosh. And it looks like this. You have a mirror, you have 2 eyeshadows. This one is kind of like a berry aubergine purple, and a gorgeous, gorgeous pinkish glitter. So we are going to be using these for sure. And I'm not really sure what I want to do, so I'm just going to start with the purple and we will see where it takes us. There's like very little kickback. And the shade seems to be pretty nice and smooth, which is not always the case with these purples. They can be a little bit dry and tricky. But so far so good. I like this a lot. I'm just gonna blend it out into like a little bit of a V shape. Yeah, the tiny mirror is actually really good quality. Like you can really use that. This blends really nicely. Considering what kind of shade this is, gorgeous, just gorgeous. Now I'm gonna try a brush first and apply the shimmer. And then if it's a little bit, lackluster, we can always use the finger. But I wanna see how it performs with a brush, because I feel like this is my preferred way of applying the eyeshadow. Okay, I'm not loving it. Ooh, it's one of those like draggy, thick textures that really, see that? Really benefits from like a stiffer applicator, like your finger, or one of those like really old school foamy applicators. Yeah, well, so this isn't like an ultimate win. I think they had like 4 shades and all of them were absolutely stunning. This one caught my eye because of the purple. I really wanted to see how that performs. But this is stunning. All right, so I finished both of the eyes. This is so beautiful. Go and get this. Stunning. I feel like I need more shades. I've been really into these like small, compact, really easy to use eyeshadow duos, so a win. However, we're not done yet. So next, I'm gonna take this new Essence Color It Metallic Liquid Eyeliner. This is in the shade Dark Sherry. It kind of looks purple, but I don't think it's purple. At least not this kind of purple. Oh, that's actually gonna look beautiful with the eye look. So I'm gonna go in and line my eyes with this. I haven't used a brush tip like this in forever. I used to use eyeliners like this all the time. Like, it used to be easier, I think. Okay, I'm having trouble doing the wing, but I feel like it's not that visible anyway. So I'm fine with just the lining. It is a really cute shade. I think it really complements the eye look. I think I'm also gonna line the bottom lash line with a bit of that purple, because it feels a bit boring down there. Yeah, like we don't need to go all the way in, but I feel like this just kind of ties it together. Now, the last eye product I have is also a liner, and this is the Rival Loves Me Million Lights Glitter Eyeliner. Listen, if somebody knows how to make a glitter eyeliner, it's Rival Loves Me. It is actually holographic. I don't think you can see it on camera, but trust me, it is actually holographic. And it's gorgeous. So I think I'm just gonna do like a little bit of something in the inner corner. Making like a really festive look here for no particular reason. It's literally a random Wednesday. Alright, so I did like a little bit of lining on the inner part of the eyelids. I'm not sure you can really see it. So those are the eyes pretty much done. Now I'm just gonna finish everything up. I'm gonna take off this stain, even though I think it does look really cute. And we're just gonna finish the lip and be done. The eyes are done. I'm gonna take a little bit of the stick and put it on the other parts of my face where I would normally highlight. This is surprisingly lightweight for a cream highlighter. I like that. Those are our stained lips. Gorgeous. And the last product that I have here is the new NYX Jelly Job Full Bodied Shine Lip Gloss. I have the shade Honey It's Jelly. I love the packaging. It's so satisfying. And I also like the applicator. It is like a spatula, plastic spatula, but it's really easy to put the gloss on with it. Yay. It is really thick and glossy. It feels really Korean. It feels like the Rare Beauty gloss, for example. Not sure how much it matches with the whole vibe of the look, but honestly, I feel like this looks gorgeous. I love the eyeshadow. I feel like pretty much everything on the eyes is a win. Everything on the face seems to be a win. So far, the concealer, I think I like it. I have to give it some more time. But so far, I think I like it. And I do appreciate the extra coverage. And that is it, my friends. So like this video if you enjoyed this little demo of drugstore products. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.